The tower gives an experience for every environment within the dungeon's landscape, and of course that includes the various DLCs. However, this series is about representing as much of Minecraft Dungeons as possible, and that led me to choose to roll out all of the Howling Peaks DLC into one floor. So let's dive into it, shall we? This floor is quite a lot to get through, as it is nowhere near as close to the base in-game Minecraft as the mainland missions covered so far. There are 3 small sections, and I'll go through them one by one. First is the village portion of the Windswept Peaks mission, which is divided into 2 floors, but only one is accessible. The bottom floor has a supplies chest, the same as a double chest, and has a market stall out front, where I have chosen to use the pumpkin pie printed tile to make a sign. The second floor is empty except for a crafting table in the corner, which is there in order to connect the walls diagonally. Second is the courtyard, which is pulled from the Windswept Peaks combat floor of the in-game tower. Here, there are patches of flowers, orange ferns, and small turquoise blossoms decorating the grass. The large planter is filled with red flowers, and this detail is pulled from the tower itself as it is a common decoration. Lastly, there's the temple section, based off of the Gale Sanctum mission. It uses a white and turquoise color palette and has gold accents, just like what is seen in-game. The gold detailings were particularly hard, as the gold pieces I had were in 2 very similar shades, which may actually be 2 different colors for all I know. Using both of them, I was able to add further detailing to all of the gold trims on each of the windows. In addition, there is the head of the Tempest Golem on the outside, which is included simply because there was no chance I could make room for the rest of the massive boss. In the Gale Sanctum is where the lift to the next floor can be found, and this one is already in motion, perhaps indicating that a player has just ascended to the next floor and the lift is lowering back down. Now, onto the figures. There is 1 player on this level, and they are wearing turtle armor and are holding both a scythe and a TNT, which is held over their head just as it is in-game. Also, because it seemed like this space could use more, this player has an Arctic fox pet sitting precariously below the lift. Down in the open courtyard, there are plenty of enemies and allies to make up the space. A buzzy nest has been placed and several bees are flying around it, and the enchanted grass has summoned a red sheep, which lights foes on fire. For enemies, there is a damaged creeper, 2 skeletons, a custom ravager, which has been shrunk down to fit within the level. I'm sorry to say, but once again there's no tiling time lapse for this episode, but enjoy the short cinematic of the 2 current floors together instead. Next episode, we travel back to the mainland, and to a place that only the most successful of heroes have ever conquered. Until then, I'll see you next week.